Good morning, folks. This is Steve Cooley at the Guitar Emporium in Louisville, Kentucky. We'll talk a little bit here about McPherson Guitars. This will be a 4.5, a little bit deeper body than the last one we were looking at. This one is an Indian rosewood and a redwood top.
A redwood top. Now that's you don't hear that very often.
Some of the builders have used it up. Small shop builders. I think it's a little bit more expensive and harder to work with in some cases for now, people.
What would you compare it to? Is it more like a mahogany or a...
Well, redwood is generally cedars and redwood. They tend to play in and be a little bit softer sounding, a little bit warmer. It's a little bit, and you can, for some reason, they tend to be a little bit darker sounding, as well as darker looking than a whole lot of the spruces. They tend to warm up sooner in a break-in period.
So you'll wait longer with a spruce top for it to get to what it's going to be.
The theoretical optimum. But let's see, was this an XP? No XP on this one, but once again, just a great guitar. Excellent craftsmanship. A little bit bigger sound from the big body. A little bit more woof on the low end. I used to be able to tune guitars, but too many years standing next to drums. Great.
That's what tuners are for.
Great guitar, yeah. Peterson strobe tuner, that's the best way to go.
Now this one, I didn't ask you the first one, but tell me about the logic of the offset sound hole.
Well, that gives you a larger area for the top to vibrate because the hole not being in the center of the guitar, you've got more surface for the resonant qualities as well as being closer to your head. You can hear it better. He originally designed, he had some guitars, Matt McPherson, that were out, I want to say the late 80s, early 90s, that featured a sound hole here, a sound hole there, and another one down here on the lower bow, which they were all very well balanced. I think he only built a couple handmade and had licensed them to be built offshore. I know Taj Mahal used to use some of those when I used to play some concerts that he was on. But his ideas have been around for a number of years. I think he finally refined it to where the one sound hole up there, it's an optimum point for the player to be able to listen to it. Having used these to record with and play live in the studio, having the hole up here, it's really hard to get the microphone near the hole so you don't end up having so much low-end body resonance feedback if you are miking the guitar, because it speaks so well out in front of it in the general bridge area. Whereas if you're using a conventional guitar and a microphone in the studio, a whole lot of times you run into problems with boominess if you get anywhere near the sound hole on a guitar that's this size.
Now what about if you're going to put a pickup in it? Does that create any issues?
They come factory with a pickup. They've got a Lloyd Baggs ribbon transducer that, I own one of these, having used it on live gigs. It's a great sounding pickup system, very natural, very big. Easy control.
And on top of it, you don't have to put a hole in the side of the guitar.
Yeah, it's already there. It's already there, and it's a great sounding pickup.